Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Weekend Freight, where I'm going to cover the nation and see where the freight volumes are at. See where you need to point your truck so you can have the most profitable week. If you're new, just tuning in, well, I just told you what I'm going to do. Consider subscribing, hit that bell button to know when I put these videos up. I like to put these up weekly to give us all the advantage and know where to point our trucks. In the description, there's going to be a link you can click. Try it free for free. Try it free for 30 days. As I always say, free is free, and don't haul cheap. With this tool, no matter what lane you're in, whether you're familiar with it or not, you'll have the trucker's edge and know what's up with the rates and what they're paying. So let's dig right in. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at the national load count here, the in volume versus the out. And what you want a bigger out than in. Like Alabama, for example, it's got 254 going in, 534 going out. So as of today, excuse me, as of today, there's a lot of freight in that area. You shouldn't have a problem getting a load out. Arizona's the same way. Arkansas, Cali is even that way. Florida, what's going on with you, Florida? You got some freight down there, Florida? You been holding out? Georgia, big offset in Georgia. 1,500 coming out to 500 going in. So that's super sweet. Mississippi's a little bit of an offset. South Carolina's a good offset. 204 going in, 575 coming out, so that's a good one. Tennessee's decent. Texas is still looking strong. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Let's dive right in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in Atlanta. And I'm going to go around the country at a 120-mile radius. Today is the 6th, and it is currently 12:38 Eastern Time. So what do you got, Atlanta? 987 total exact loads in Atlanta today. Wow, super solid. See, you find the volumes, guys. You find the high volumes like this, gives you an idea they've got a lot of freight. And if they didn't have a lot of freight, that would mean they had a lot of trucks. So Atlanta, Georgia, good market. Get in. Let's check out Birmingham. What you got, Birmingham? 418 exact loads in the Birmingham market. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's go to Dallas. Now, Dallas has been pretty strong. Let's see if they can keep up their march. Dallas is coming in with 209 exact loads. You falling off a little shy, Dallas. Let's go to Houston. Houston has 400 exact loads. So Houston has got twice the freight that Dallas has. That's good to know, good to know. Let's shoot over to Phoenix. I guess I could come back and give a quick Laredo. Phoenix is sitting on 207. For Phoenix, that's pretty good. Let's go to Laredo. Come on. I'm spelling it wrong. That might be the reason. Laredo. What you got? 235 exact loads in Laredo. Laredo's usually got more than that. Let's shoot over to Los Angeles and see if Cali is still going to be king this week. If you tuned in last week, California was king last week. They had the most freight. So, it looked like they fell off the market a little bit. 446. Last week they had like over 900. So they're still pretty strong. LA's still pretty strong. Let's shoot up to Tracy, California. Bump this up to 180, get all the NorCal area. NorCal's coming in with, boom, 314 loads. Still a little weak, but there's enough freight to get you moving. Let's shoot up to Portland. What you got, Portland? Because you was dry last week. Now you got 100 loads this week. I think you're a little better than it was last week. Uh-oh, battery's 20%. I need to hurry it up. 103. I think is a little less last week. What you got, Seattle? Seattle was hurting last week too, so they're right there with Portland, 100 loads. So it's a little dry, Let's come down to Salt Lake. Thank you, autocorrect. Salt Lake in the house. Got 50 exact loads. Wow, Salt Lake, you you dry. Salt Lake is dry. Let's go to Kansas City. Kansas City is coming in with, come on, slow net. $151 exact loads in Kansas City. That could be a little better, but you know, that ain't too shabby. 151. Let's shoot over to St. Louis. St. Louis, Missouri. 374 exact loads in St. Louis area, so that's getting a little better. Usually climbs back up as soon as we get back over towards the northeast. Let's just check out Effingham. Effingham, Illinois. And then we're going to shoot over to Nashville. 465 exact loads in Effingham. Nice. Come on. Let's go to the guitar. Nashville, what do you got? 466. Looking good, Nashville. Let's go to Knoxville. Knoxville. Guys, I got to get rolling. I'm waiting on my coffee to cool off. I had a late night last night rolling out over here to New Mexico. And man, I tell you what, I'm just not cut out for late night running anymore. It about killed me. I'm waiting on this coffee to cool down, and then we're going to get the caffeine kicking and get these gears to rolling. Or, yeah, I think I said that right. We'll run with it. It's just, it's okay. Knoxville's coming in stout with 702 loads. Jesus. Knoxville, I've never seen Knoxville that solid. Let's shoot down to, I'm curious about Florida. Let's check out Medley. Down in the Miami area. Medley seems to be the industrial area I'm always going to. So, Medley, what do you got? 317 exact loads. Let's check these offers and just see what you guys are paying coming out. Okay, Fort Myers, Florida, 2,900 miles for $4,000 going to Reno. West Yellowstone, Montana for $3,480. Another Montana or Yellowstone from Fort Lauderdale coming for $3,200. Fairfield, California for $31. Now this is South Bay, Florida to Fairfield, California. $29.47 on the miles. It's 68 mile deadhead from Medley. So let's just say that's 3,000 miles for $3,100. You're talking $1 a mile. Come on, guys. Sheesh. And here's what's sad. The 15-day average on that has been about $32.71. $32.71. That don't even make sense unless you get a good reefer load going out for $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. That right there don't even make sense. But I guess for the reefer guys, you know, on that reefer gang, it does make sense, because if you can do a coast-to-coast turn for $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. Let's say you come out here and from Cali, and say you get $6,500 to run that, and you take this load right here for $3,100. You're still knocking out $9,100, $600 in the cross country turn and burn. So yeah, that makes sense. But for the rest of us, it don't make sense. So let's go to Orlando. And then I'm going to check out, come on, autocorrect, fill it up. I'm going to show you guys a little secret. A lot of people overlook one part of Florida. Orlando, 690 loads coming out. Sheesh. Florida, I ain't never seen you this this happy to move freight. What's going on with you out there? So there's quite a bit of loads out there. Yeah, I mean, it's 686 loads in 100. Wait, I didn't change it. It's 180 miles radius, but we'll keep it for that. 686 loads. Goodness. Maybe that's why Knoxville was so high. That's okay. We'll bump it back down to 120. And let's shoot over. Let's go up to Panama. Panama City Beach. The panhandle of Florida usually got good freight coming out. And I say that and I got 100 exact loads. But yeah, never forget Panama City. Even over towards Mobile, there's always freight down there. I've always had an ease of getting freight and getting out. Let's go over to Savannah. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, man. Let's see what you still pumping freight like you was. Savannah, 527 loads. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good work, Savannah. Keeping that freight volume up. The ports must be popping. Let's shoot up to Columbia, Sakakalaki. And then check out Charlotte. And then shoot up to the northeast. Columbia, 711 loads. South Carolina, you looking good this week. Let's go up to Charlotte. Oh, I run with that. Charlotte, what you got? Charlotte's got 516 exact loads. Not too shabby, Charlotte. Let's go up to North Bergen. Wait. Let me click this out. I'm going to move this up to 200-mile radius from North Bergen, Jersey. 386 exact loads. Wow. Northeast, you are hurting. You are hurting. That load on a regular freight season out there is no less than 900. You guys are hurting up there. The Northeast, no. Let's go to Allentown, PA. This won't be any better because it's going to pick up a lot of the same freight. 275 in Allentown. Yeah, let's shoot over to Pittsburgh. $201 in the Pittsburgh market. That's a little weak. Pittsburgh. Let's shoot to let's go to Canton, Ohio. Would say Cleveland, but Cleveland's right there on the lake, so there's a lot of space right there I don't want to take up. I don't want to cover the lake, so we'll go down to Canton and need to cover all of Cleveland. 245 exact loads. I don't know what's up with Ohio. Usually they are the freight pumpers. Let's go down to Columbus. Me and one of my buddies about a month ago, we both ended up in Ohio. And we're both on the phone talking at like a day or two difference. And we're sitting there both saying, we're sitting up here looking and there's no freight. And we're like, there's no loads. There's loads, but it's nothing to get you excited for. It's just freight enough to get you on down the road. And I'm like, and both of us experienced the same thing. And we was like, man, Ohio is never dry. Well, it looks to still be that way. 220 in the Columbus market. Let's shoot up to Detroit. Let's see what you got. Detroit. So yeah, I don't plan on going back to Ohio for a while. Looks like I need to stay in the southeast. Detroit with 123 exact loads. Wow. Let's go up to St. Paul, Minnesota. $86 exact loads in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Whew. Yeah, I don't want to go up there. Let's check out Chicago. Chicago, what do you got? Show it to me. Come on, slow net. Update. Oh, Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. I feel sorry for you. Man, Chicago is dry. Chicago is weak. Chicago is, whew, yeah, you don't want to go Chicago. They have no freight. And you might be thinking 237 loads. That number right there is normally 1,500 when freight is at its normal peak. 200 might as well be zero. Might as well be zero. Well, guys, I tell you right now, for the end video cap, I promise you this. I'm not going to the Northeast. I'm staying out of Ohio, and I'm not going to Chicago. Looks like I'm going to come out of Cali and go right back to the Southeast, and I'm going to go down and play in the Southeast. And we'll pick up next week and see where the freight volumes are moving. You know, guys, it sounds crazy to say this, but, you know, the freight market is like a moving, living organism. It's forever changing. So you got to keep up with the times, keep up with the freight, because what's hot now, it's not necessarily going to be hot tomorrow or next week. So you got to keep up with it. That's why I do these videos, and give back to you guys and help you guys out and help you stay profitable by knowing where to point your truck. Because this is what keeps me in business. I've remained, and what am I trying to say? Let's just say I hadn't went belly up, and I've kept the lights on at home. Anyways, guys, you got to think how to rise. Winners never quit, and quitters, well, they never win. See you, bye.